Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2019 New South Wales Combined High Schools Blues Awards. I would like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Aurora Nation, who are the traditional custodians of this land, and pay my respects to elders past and present, and extend those respects to any Aboriginal people present this afternoon. Could I welcome all of the participants and all the recipients this afternoon, and could also welcome our sponsors. The award ceremony is once again being held at Sydney Olympic Park, the home of the 2000 Olympic Games. The New South Wales Combined High Schools has a special relationship with Sydney Olympic Park. In the year 2000, School Sport hosted the internationally acclaimed Pacific School Games at this venue. And over the years, many CHS representatives have competed at the various sporting facilities located in this magnificent precinct. Next year, as you probably know, ANZ Stadium will be refurbished and a new tradition will commence when it's finished 2 years later. As we approach the end of the year, it gives us the opportunity to reflect on the successes of our 2019 Blues recipients and those students who have attended our great public school system and have gone on to international representation and recognition. One of those students is Rhiannon Flint from Belmont and Concord High Schools. Rhiannon won a diving blue in 2008 and joined the Cliff Diving World Series in 2016. In her rookie year, she won the World Championships, the first athlete to do so, competing for the first time. This year she remained undefeated to once again win the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. Rhiannon has kindly joined us today to make an address and assist with the presentations. Welcome, Rhiannon. On the international sporting scene, the Southern Stars cricket team continue to dominate cricket at all levels. Two of the outstanding players of the team are Ashley Gardner from Pinckney Point High School and Nicola Carey from one of the local schools, Burwood Girls High School. This year the Diamonds once again won the Constellation Netball Cup, and one of the dominant players in the team was Paige Hadley from St Mary's Senior High School. The Matildas continue to be one of our outstanding teams and feature numerous CHS representatives, including Emily Van Egmond from Warners Bay, Ellie Carpenter, Alana Kennedy, Jada Weidman and Amy Harrison from Westfield Sports, Tegan Allen, Caitlin Cooper, Kaya Simon and Chloe Lagargo from the Hill Sports High, Gemma Simon from Hunter Sports, Caitlin Ford from Illawarra Sports, Mary Fowler from Wollongong High School of the Performing Arts, and Teresa Polaris from Endeavour Sports. As we move into summer, former CH representatives are providing the backbone of the Australian men's cricket team for the summer campaign. Bowlers Josh Hazelwood from Oxley High School and Mitchell Stark from another one of our local schools, Homebush Boys High School, have been devastating in attack. Batsman Stephen Smith from Menai High School has secured his place as the greatest ever batsman behind Sir Donald Bradman. And David Warner from Randwick Boys High last weekend became Australia's second highest run scorer in Test matches. This year we have witnessed many CHS representatives perform at the international level. Unfortunately, time does not permit us to formally recognise all of them today. This ceremony does, however, allow us the opportunity to reflect upon their successes and the honour that is being bestowed upon you today as you join an elite group of students who have represented CHS and have been presented with the New South Wales Combined High Schools Sports Association Blue Award. Congratulations on your award. You have joined a very special club. Can I now invite Mr Murat Dizdar, the Deputy Secretary, School Operations and Performance, to come on the stage and welcome you on behalf of the Department of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Murat?
Well, thank you, Grant. Good afternoon, colleagues. Can I also acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation and pay my respects to the First Nations people whose land we're on here at this prestigious venue, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal people past and present. I just want to call out Grant Parker first of all. On behalf of the department, I'd like to thank Grant for, I'm told, 20 years of tireless service as Executive Officer here in the New South Wales Combined High Schools, and still giving in retirement like we do for public education. We should put our hands together for Grant. Well, I'm delighted to be here on several fronts. First of all, I am an absolute sporting tragic, so I'm hoping that all the sporting talent of our young people in the room can still rub off on me at the ripe old age of 47 and still wishing to crack an elite team there. I've got a lot in common with Rhiannon. I still hold the undefeated 2-metre springboard pin drop title at Leichhardt Aquatic Centre. I didn't quite go on to cliff diving, so I'm really interested to hear your story. Your roots there at Belmont and Concord High School. I now live just around the corner, but how you make a career out of that and a very elite career. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Can I thank Lucette King and Simon Warren, our president of the New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association, for the invitation. I really wanted to be here because this week has been a hot week of debate and discussion around the academic performance of our students across the country and in particular New South Wales as well. In my view, there's been some damaging commentary around the impact that we have on young people. And I'm a firm believer that the school gates have got to grow literacy and numeracy capacity. They're really important scaffolds to have success in 13 years of schooling and lifelong learning. We've got to have strong mathematical and scientific currency, but there's more to a child. And that's what you demonstrate as a sports association with the rich array of opportunity that you give for our students. It's really pleasing to the eyes and ears to see the young people that have gone on to elite sporting careers, and that's been the result of public education fostering that talent and capacity. We should never lose the hallmark in public education, that we grow hearts and minds around literacy, around numeracy, around academic endeavour, but that we also grow the sporting talent, the performing arts talent, the debating talent that our schools offer our students. And I want to thank the many principals, the many teachers, the many executive members here who provide that opportunity on their watch with fulsome roles, wanting to give back into the system. And I want to thank them on behalf of the department. I want to thank the executive. These are people who are deputy principals, principals in our schools. I was talking to Simon. You know, he's a deputy principal. I remembered back to my deputy principal days. My principal was outstanding at that last dot point in the DP role statement, that I could take on any other duties that he saw fit. And there was plenty that was chucked my way, which meant, you know, you become a jack of all trades right across the school. And I was saying to Simon, how do you find the time? How do you find the time and space? Because I was hoping to pinch some ideas from him in my role to find space and time. And it's people like Simon, who are a DP in our system, who outside of school hours, weekends, does it. And he said to me, I do it for the love of it. I love sport and I love the opportunity for our students. We should put our hands together for our committee and our people. Can I congratulate our award recipients? You're some of the most resilient, hard-working, dedicated students that we have in 810,000 students across public education. You cannot get to where you've got to in your sporting prowess, because it's one thing to have skill and talent, but it's to convert that skill and talent through hard work, through commitment, through countless hours of endeavour to turn it into absolute success. And I'm really proud to join you as elite students in our system. And I know that you will join me, students, in acknowledging today the people that support you in that endeavour. You cannot do what you do without your family. Many of you have your family here, your parents, your extended family. Think about the countless hours they've driven you to the variety of training sessions and sporting activities. Think about the encouragement that they've given you. Think about the drive and the pressure, because some pressure is also good for us to excel in, that they've put on your plate so that you can really progress to where you have got to. And I want to thank our parents and families. I thanked our staff who've been supporting you. But what I really want to thank you on behalf of the department is that it's one thing to be an elite sports person and think I'll make a profitable career out of that and do what I really love to do, like Rhiannon has and that we're going to hear today. But just on those hallowed stadium, if we were to go on the grass there, it's probably 1% of that talent and hard work that makes it to the elite level. So having a fulsome education passport, having a passport of lifelong learning so that you can fall back on that education so that that education can open tickets and pathways for you is very, very important. I was looking at, they sent me the program and the decades worth of past winners. And I do have a love for rugby league. I saw the Trebojevic brothers there, the fantastic Australian in Kurt Fernley, the War brothers that were there as well. And I have a soft spot for the West Tigers. You know, I still live off 2005, and I hope that in my lifetime I'll see another premiership. I regularly dive on the NRL website to just see if they've signed young Mr. Mitchell or not. But I couldn't see any Tigers. I couldn't see any Tigers in there. And I'm wondering where Jackson and Cooper are in the audience, because I think they've got rugby league excellence. Are they here? Don't mind putting their hands up if they are. Well, hopefully they're down at Concord training with Michael Maguire anyway. But, you know, I'm also here to sign up Jackson and Cooper for the West Tigers. I was looking at the stats. 30 championships across New South Wales that you've conducted. There's been 100,000 students, so our students should realise that they're right at the elite level who've had the opportunity in the secondary space with our sporting programs. 70,000 of those have taken part at the elite level, 468 schools. They're remarkable numbers. Remarkable numbers. And when you look at the national teams that we saw, we can puff our chest out as New South Wales, not only as public education, but as New South Wales, because we entered 27 teams in the New South Wales combined high schools this year, and we went to the podium for 17 of those teams. That doesn't happen by accident, like I indicated. Can I also thank our sponsors, because we're really appreciative of their commitment to us as well. I want to recognise the Teachers Mutual Bank. They support us on so many fronts. They're a great partner in supporting us in public education. And just down the road, I want to recognise the Sydney markets as well. Well, let me finish on this story. You know, I remember listening to Tatafu Palota now. I'm not sure if he's still playing, but, you know, famous hooker for the Australian Wallabies there in Tatafu Palota now. Listen to how Tatafu came to his career. Back at Granville South High School, his PE teacher, on a rainy day, much to the angst of the class, because they want to get out there and do the physical work, puts on a video. I was great at this when I was a social science teacher as well, when we had repeat periods when sport was cancelled. Only my videos were of the Daintree rainforest, etc. But this PE teacher puts on a video of the Wallabies in action on, unfortunately, the rare occasion of toppling the Kiwis. And that's where Tatafu's interest in rugby goes. It takes this PE teacher to say, Tatafu, let's now learn the rules, let's give you some exposure. And Tatafu knocks back those headhunters from all sorts of independent schools and says, I'll stay at Granville, I'll still make it, this is my home, These are my teachers. That's my teacher who kick-started my career. And I heard Tatafu speak at a presentation day at Granville South Creative and Performing Arts High School about the impact that that school had on him. Boy, does stories like Tatafu's make educators like us in the room have hair standing on our body, because that's why we come to the table. We're just as good for our kids as any other sector, and I think today highlights even stronger and better that they've got to come and poach and look at our talent on offer. And I say, just like Rhiannon proudly said to me when sitting down, don't forget to our students where you've come from. Belmont High, Concord High for Rhiannon, she speaks fondly, and I'd hope that it's you that speaks fondly of your days in public education and the support that all of you have had in your careers on the sporting front to date. My heartiest congratulations to you all. It's very, very prestigious to receive a Blues Award, and you should be rightfully proud, as your family are, as we are, of you in the department for your endeavours and successes to date. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Murat, and terrific comments. Can I now invite Rhiannon up to the stage to make the special guest address. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Rhiannon?
Firstly, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all enjoying the ceremony so far. And a big congratulations to all the award recipients today. I'm here today to tell you a little about my story and give you a little look into the way of my sport, which is cliff diving. So my name's Rhiannon Flint. I'm 28 years old, and as has already been mentioned, I grew up in Lake Macquarie, and I attended Belmont High School. As a young girl, I had a passion. That passion has now turned into an obsession, a lifestyle, and a career. It all started when I was around 9 or 10 years old, and my parents took me to Belmont High School to join the East Lakes Trampoline Club, where I began training and developing skills with my coach, Brett Austin. Through his support, mentoring, and dedication, my passion and skill level began to grow, and he pointed me in the right direction. My love for trampoline sports soon led me to diving, and through my high school years, I continued to juggle the two sports. If I recall correctly, since my first afternoon in the diving pool or in the gymnastics hall, I have not looked back. And at that age, I didn't realise how lucky I was to have found a sport that would lead me on a journey to where I am today. Now, like all of you here today receiving awards, I was once sitting in a seat where I had an opportunity to go to many places with my sporting career. It's not always an easy road, but from my experience, it's worth every effort. Now, through hard work and persistence, I gained a scholarship with the New South Wales Institute of Sport, competing for roughly 10 years in many state, national and international events. And after many years of competition in diving and trampolining, I decided it was time to take my sport in a different direction. I found myself performing diving shows and acrobatics on a moving cruise ship. It was there I started. It was there I was introduced to high diving and cliff diving. I met other divers who were already diving at heights of up to 30 metres and competing on the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. On that ship, we had a 17-metre high dive, and as soon as I took my first glance at it, I knew I wanted to be up there and join in on the fun. From that moment on, I began to take my training and my diving skills to the next level, and I made it my priority to make the transition from 10-metre to 20-metre diving. I began my cliff diving competition career in 2015 when I was invited to compete at the World Cup in Abu Dhabi. And that competition didn't go so well for me at all. Looking down 20 metres off the edge of the platform, I was so afraid and overwhelmed with nerves that I wiped out on my very first dive of my very first international competition. I think I placed around 100 points at the bottom of the pack. And when I was being dragged out of the water by the safety team, the only thing I could think about was, oh, Gosh, I hope my mum's not streaming this event live. Naturally, after that event, I was hesitant to want to compete again and was thinking that maybe I was aiming too high or this sport was a little bit out of my league. I went home, I continued training like normal in case another opportunity would come up, and it did. 2 weeks later, I was invited to compete at the 2016 Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series opener, which was being held in Texas in 2 weeks' time. After a disappointing start to my high diving career, my father's advice was not to put too much pressure on myself. He told me just go there, have some fun, and take a trip to Texas and see what happens. And that turned out to be the best piece of advice that I've been given to date. Because from that day on, I went to win not only that event in Texas, but the whole 2016 World Series in my rookie year. I tried to carry out that easygoing approach over the last few years of competition, and I've gone on to win 4 consecutive World Series titles and 2 gold medals at the FINA World Championships. I also surprised myself in 2019 becoming the first ever undefeated athlete in my sport. In my sport, we compete in 2 different world stages, one being the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, which is a series of 7 to 8 events travelling around the world, diving in all different natural locations from platforms and cliffs of up to 27 metres to 29 metres for the men and 20 to 22 metres for the women. Also, we compete in a FINA-based structure which has more of a traditional diving feel, but diving at double or triple the height of Olympic diving. Some of the biggest challenges I face in the sport of high diving are fear of judgment and fear of failure. I very quickly learned from experience, both good and bad, that I can't let any outside pressures affect my focus or my concentration while competing. And realistically, standing on that platform, I need to be alone in my own thoughts. I learned that those pressures can be taken in 2 ways. I can either let them get into my head and affect my performance, or I can use the feelings as an extra form of positive energy to put towards the dive. These feelings of pressure, nerves, and adrenaline are inevitable in any sport. I have found a way through mindfulness to channel all of these emotions into a positive energy that boosts my confidence and makes me feel that pressure doesn't exist. Because in my opinion, pressure doesn't really exist, it's just the way I interpret it. I hope to continue growing in my sport that began back when I was a student at Belmont High School. With dedication, perseverance, you too can follow your passions in your chosen sports, no matter what success comes your way. Learn from mistakes, listen to your peers, and be open to accept support and guidance, and never let fear get in the way. Thank you very much.
Well, that was absolutely fantastic, Rhiannon. And as Murad said, I think we've got a unique set of circumstances in our public school system. We have a whole range of kids, we have a whole range of abilities, and we have a whole range of cultures. And when they all come together, at the end of it, you guys are here, and we then see further on down the track people like Rhiannon who have gone on and become a world champion. That's absolutely fantastic. Would you hands together for Rhiannon again? Now, Rhiannon's going to make our first presentations, and could I call upon our readers, Nerida Noble and Jackie Charlton, to come up on the stage. Whilst they're coming up, could I just give you a bit of a background about the Blue? The Award of a Blue not only recognises the recipient's outstanding CHS representation, but also their outstanding contribution to the school community. Today, the sporting records we read out. But please remember that all the recipients have displayed outstanding sportsmanship, team spirit and leadership that makes them all worthy Blues recipients. So ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Nerida and Jackie to the stage. Thank you.
The first recipient is Hani Qureshi from Castle Hill High School in the sport of squash. Unfortunately, he cannot be with us today, and his award will be collected by Terry Canistis, the sports organiser at Castle Hill High School. Hani has represented Sydney West and the New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association for the past 5 years. As captain of both the Castle Hill High School squash team and the Sydney West team, Hani won the 2019 Open Individual Squash Championship, his success culminating in selection as captain of the CHS team for the Trans-Tasman Challenge in New Zealand. At the association level, Hani has outstanding results, winning the 2019 Fujitsu New South Wales Open A-Grade Championship and being a runner-up in the South Australian Junior Age Championships. Could you please pass on our congratulations to Hani?
In the sport of volleyball, from Ryde Secondary College, Adrian Feng. Adrian cannot be with us today, and his award will be accepted by Stephen Plummer, Relieving Deputy Principal, Ryde Secondary College. In 2019, Adrian was selected in the CHS Open Volleyball team, who were runners-up in the New South Wales All Schools Volleyball Championships. He was also a member of the CHS team, who were the winners of the 2018 All Schools Championships. Adrian was the inspirational captain of the Sydney North Volleyball team that won the 2019 CHS Volleyball Championships. In 2019, he also represented Ryde Secondary College, who were the Sydney North champions. In 2016, he was also a member of the New South Wales All Schools team that competed at the School Sport Australia Volleyball Championships. Would you please pass on our congratulations to Adrian?
In the sport of cricket, from Lisaro High School, Alisha Bates. Alisha also cannot be with us today as she had a prior commitment with the Sydney Sixers, and her award will be collected by Rebecca Wade, the Sydney North Sports Coordination Officer. In 2019, as a member of the CHS First 11, Alisha bowled superbly throughout the New South Wales Schoolgirls Championships, taking 6 wickets and an average of 6.7. Her 2-wicket haul during the final was the crucial factor in CHS winning the championships. Performances such as this were rewarded with selection in the New South Wales Schoolgirls Merit Team. At association level, she represented the New South Wales Country Under-18 Years team at the 2019 Cricket Australia National Championships. Her outstanding representation with the Northern Districts Cricket Club has led to her recent contract with the Sydney Sixers in the Women's T20 Big Bash. Could you please pass on our congratulations, Rebecca?
Our next recipient is here, Amanda Phooey from Rooty Hill High School in the sport of volleyball. Amanda is a great ambassador for the sport of volleyball and public education. Over the years, she has been successfully involved in school, regional, state and national volleyball teams. Amanda has represented the CHS volleyball team for the past 3 years. She's represented Sydney West since 2016, this year captaining the team to a silver medal at the CHS Volleyball Championships. Amanda was also awarded the 2019 New South Wales Minister's Award for Excellence for her commitment to volleyball. Amanda successfully juggles elite participation in school sport while maintaining successful leadership within the New South Wales Pacific Islander community. Please congratulate Amanda.
The next award goes to Annabel Burrows from Crestwood High School in the sport of gymnastics. Annabel is a talented athlete who has represented her school, region and state in her chosen sport of gymnastics. At the 2019 CHS Championships, Annabel was placed first overall and first on floor, bars and vault in Division A. At the Gymnastics New South Wales Championships, she was placed first overall and first on beam and floor. This achievement saw her selected in the New South Wales team for the National Championships in Melbourne, where she was placed 4th overall. Annabel is the recipient of the 2019 Gymnastics New South Wales High Performance Scholarship, as well as being named the New South Wales Levels Development Athlete of the Year. Congratulations, Annabel.
Annabel's mum and dad, you might need to be careful. Rhiannon's doing a bit of recruiting up on the stage. Our next recipient is Anthony Lewson from Cardiff High School for trampoline sports. Anthony is a proud school sport representative and a leader who was recently elected school captain of Cardiff High School. At the 2019 CHS Trampoline Sports Championships, Anthony was first in the 17s trampoline, double mini trampoline, single mini trampoline and tumbling. He also finished equal 4th overall in the Champion of Champions event. At the 2019 CHS Diving Championships, Anthony was placed 3rd in the 17-year springboard and represented CHS at the New South Wales All Schools Diving Championships. In 2019, he also officiated as an umpire at the School Sport Australia Under-12s Hockey Championships. A terrific all-rounder. Congratulations, Anthony.
April Hawkins from Vincentia High School has received a netball blue as an umpire, and this is the first time this award has been given for netball. April is unfortunately in Fiji, most probably having a fabulous time and cannot be with us today, and her award will be collected by Monica De Mayo, the CHS netball convener. April is a talented, dedicated and mature umpire who displays all the attributes of an outstanding student official and role model. From 2017 to 2019, she has represented New South Wales as an umpire at the School Sport Australia Under 15 Years Netball Championships. From 2017 to 2019, she also umpired at the New South Wales All Schools Netball Championships and the CHS Open Netball Championships. During this time, she has also been an umpire at the CHS Open Netball's knockout finals. April is an extremely versatile athlete who has represented Vincentia High School in triathlon and swimming as well as netball. Please pass on our congratulations to April.
From Hunter School of Performing Arts in the sport of Australian football, Asha Turner-Funk. In 2019, Asha was selected in the inaugural Greater Northern Girls AFL team. She then earned a position in the Greater Sydney Girls AFL team that competed at the New South Wales All Schools Championships. Her outstanding performances at the All Schools Championships culminated with selection in the New South Wales All School team that competed at the School Sport Australia Championships held in Launceston. At the National Championships, Asha's performances were once again outstanding. She was selected as best on ground for New South Wales in 3 games, and at the conclusion of the championships was named in the School Sport Australia merit team. Congratulations, Asha.
In the sport of swimming, from Benora Point High School, Benji Ware has received a blue. In 2018 and 2019, Bindi has competed at all levels of school swimming with distinction. At the 2019 CHS Championships, Bindi was placed first in the 17 to 19 years 100 metres butterfly, second in the 400 metres and 800 metres freestyle, and third in the 50 metres and 200 metres freestyle. Representing CHS at the New South Wales All Schools Championships, Bindi's results saw her selected to compete at the School Sport Australia Championships, where she won the gold medal in the 17 to 19 years 100 metres butterfly and the silver medal in the 50 metres butterfly. Bindi's outstanding leadership qualities have also been recognised, with her selection as the 2020 Vice Captain of Benora Point High School. Well done, Bindi.
Our next recipient is Barley Bales from Alexander Park Community School in the sport of basketball. In 2019, Barley represented the gold medal winning Sydney East team at the Basketball State Championships. At these championships, his outstanding performances saw him named the championship MVP for the second year in a row and gained selection in the CHS team to compete at the New South Wales All Schools Basketball Championships. Excellent performances at the All Schools Championships were rewarded with selection in the New South Wales All Schools team, but he was unable to attend the School Sport Australia Championships due to his selection in the Australian basketball team that won gold at the FIBA Under 17 Years Oceania Championships. Congratulations, Bawali.
Blake Covell from Holdsworthy High School has received a blue in the sport of baseball. Blake is an outstanding CHS baseball representative who has been a pivotal player in the success of the CHS and New South Wales All Schools team for the last 3 years. His outstanding play at the 2019 School Sport Australia Baseball Championships saw him selected in the Australian All-Star Baseball team and the Australian Schoolboys Baseball team. Blake has also been a member of the Holdsworthy High School Proud Shield Baseball team and the Sydney South West Regional Baseball team. Outside of school, Blake has represented Australia at the Under 18 Years Baseball World Cup in Korea and has attended a Major League Baseball training camp in Arizona. Congratulations, Blake.
From Wyong High School, Brady Holmes in the sport of water polo. In 2018, Brady was selected in the CHS team and the New South Wales All Schools team that competed at the 2018 School Sport Australia Water Polo Championships. Brady's great performances at the National Championships were rewarded with selection in the School Sport Australia Water Polo team. Prior to 2018, Brady was a member of the CHS Seconds Water Polo team. In 2019, he was a member of the CHS Water Polo team that competed at the Australian Schools Water Polo Championships. Brady was also a member of the CHS team that toured Canada and the USA in the July school holidays. Well done, Brady.
The next blue goes to Cameron Legg from Glenwood High School in the sport trampoline sports. Cameron has represented the Sydney West region in trampoline sports and has been the outstanding athlete in his age division for the past 2 years. In 2018, he won gold medals in the 15 years division in all 4 events at the CHS Trampoline Championships and was also successful in winning the prestigious Champion of Champions event. In 2019, he repeated these feats in the 16 years division and was once again a convincing victor in the blue ribbon event, the Champion of Champions. Cameron has also been a Gymnastics New South Wales representative, where he has achieved excellent results at the national level. Well done, Cameron.
Casey Ellis from Casino High School in the sport of canoeing. Unfortunately, Casey cannot be with us today, but his award will be collected by Mr Mark Skeen, CHS Vice President. At the 2019 CHS Canoeing Championships, Casey had outstanding results, being placed first in 8 whitewater events and second in 2 flatwater events. At the regional level in 2019, Casey was placed first in all 8 events in which he entered and was awarded the trophy for the North Coast Open Men's Champion. Casey has also made significant contributions to the administration of canoeing events, as well as filling the role of manager at regional and state championships. We would ask Mark if he would please pass on our congratulations to Casey.
Charlie Brown from Northern Beaches Secondary College from McKellar Girls Campus has received a blue in the sport of swimming. At the 2019 CHS Swimming Championships, Charlie was placed first in the 17 to 19 years 50 metres freestyle, 100 metres freestyle and 200 metres freestyle, 100 metres backstroke, 100 metres breaststroke and the 200 metres individual medley. She was also placed second in the 400 metres individual medley and the 100 metres butterfly. These performances were replicated at the New South Wales All Schools Championships, where she was selected to compete at the School Sport Australian Swimming Championships. At the National Championships, her performances were once again outstanding, with her winning the 17 years 100 metres freestyle, 200 metres freestyle, 400 metres freestyle, 100 metres backstroke, 200 metres IM and the 400 metres IM. She was also placed third in the 50 metres butterfly and 50 metres freestyle. Congratulations, Charlie.
From Lambton High School in the sport of basketball, Kyra Evans. In 2019, Kyra was selected in the CHS team to compete at the New South Wales All Schools Basketball Championships. Her outstanding performances at the All Schools Championships were rewarded with selection in the New South Wales team that competed at the School Sport Australia Basketball Championship. Competing at the National Championships, her excellent performances were instrumental in New South Wales winning the tournament and Kyra being selected in the School Sport Australia basketball team. At the association level, Kyra also has an impressive record. She has represented the winning Australian team at the 15 Years Oceania Cup and has also represented Australia at the 16 Years Asian Cup. Congratulations, Kyra.
Cooper Tali from Westfield Sports High School has received a blue for rugby league. Cooper cannot be with us today and his award will be collected by Mr Andrew Rogers, the principal of Westfield Sports High School. In 2019, Cooper captained the Sydney South West Rugby League team and then earned selection in the Sydney Gold team that played at the CHS Rugby League trials. Cooper's performances at the trials, both on and off the field, were very impressive, and he was selected as captain of the CHS team that played at the 2019 Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships. At the National Championships, Cooper's dedication and tireless efforts for CHS were recognised with his selection in the Australian Schoolboys Rugby League team that convincingly won the 2019 Test Series against the New Zealand Schoolboys. Andrew, could you please pass on our congratulations to Cooper?
Also from Westfield Sports High School, Courtney Castle in the sport of netball. Courtney has been a member of the CHS Open Netball team for the past 3 years that has competed in the New South Wales All Schools Netball Challenge. In 2017, 2018 and 2019, her consistent play paved the way for the CHS team to win the All Schools Challenge in each of these years. She has also been named in the New South Wales All Schools Merit team in each of those years. At association level, Courtney has been named as a shadow player for the New South Wales Waratahs and has also played in the Samsung Premier League in both the under 20 years competition and the open age competition. Congratulations, Courtney.
Domine Ian from Kyra High School has received a blue in the sport of cricket. Domine gained selection in the CHS second 11 cricket team in 2017, going on to gain selection in the New South Wales Schoolgirls Merit team. Representing the CHS First 11 in 2018 and 2019, Domine was instrumental in her team winning the 2019 Schoolgirls Championships and once again gained selection in the New South Wales Schoolgirls Merit team. At association level, Domine plays first grade for the Campbelltown Camden Cricket Club. Domine has played in the Cricket Australia under 15 years and under 18 years Australian Championships, and in 2018 she represented the Australian Indigenous team on their tour of England. Congratulations, Domine.
Edward Parker, Asquith Boys High School, Athletics Multi-Class. Edward could not be with us today as he's competing at the Australian Athletics Nationals in Perth. His award will be collected by Miss Rebecca Wade, Sydney North Sports Coordination Officer. For the past 5 years, Edward has been a constant fixture on the CHS podium, receiving CHS medals on 13 occasions. At the 2019 CHS Athletic Championships, Edward was the premier men's para-athlete, winning gold in the 16 to 19 para 800 metres. This was his third straight gold medal in this event. He also finished with silver medals in the 16 to 19 para 100 metre, 200 metre and discus events. At association level, Edward has also had success with an 8th place in the 2019 Australian Cross Country Championships in the 16 to 19 years divisions. Edward has also been selected to represent Australia at the internationally acclaimed 2019 INAS Global Games. We would ask that Rebecca please pass on our congratulations to Edward.
Emilysterg from Rooty Hill High School has received a blue in the sport of volleyball. She cannot be with us today. She is competing at the Australian Schools Volleyball Tournament, and her award will be collected by her teacher, Miss Bernadette Kolpers. In 2015 and 2016, Emily was selected in the New South Wales under 16 years All Schools volleyball team. From 2017 until 2019, she represented the CHS Open team that played at the New South Wales All Schools Championships. In 2018, she was selected in the Australian Schools Test team that played in the Oceanias Championships held in Tahiti. Emily has represented the Sydney West School Sports Association for the past 4 years, and at association level, she has represented the Australian Youth Volleyball team at the Junior Asian Championships in both 2018 and 2019. Bernadette, please pass on our congratulations.
Our next Blues recipient is Georgia Lane from Dunedoo Central School in the sport of squash. In 2019, Georgia won the CHS Open Individual Squash Championship for the 2nd year in a row. She was captain of the Western Girls Squash team that won gold for the 4th year in a row at these championships. Her outstanding efforts at these championships saw her named as the captain of the CHS Trans-Tasman Squash team. In 2019, she was captain of the Dunedoo Central Open Girls Squash team, which won gold at the CHS Knockout Finals for the 5th year in a row. At association level, Georgia has also won the 2019 New South Wales Under-17 Championships. Congratulations, Georgia.
The next recipient is Harry McCarthy from Northern Beaches Secondary College, Freshwater Senior Campus in the sport of football. In 2019, Harry was selected as captain of the CHS first team that played at the New South Wales All Schools Championships. His outstanding play was rewarded with selection in the New South Wales All Schools team, but he had to withdraw after being named in the Young Socceroos team. Harry was named in the Australian schoolboys team to tour the UK in January 2020, but unfortunately has also had to withdraw to concentrate on preparing to play with the Central Coast Mariners in the upcoming National League youth competition. In recognition of his football prowess, Harry has also received a Freshwater Senior Campus and a Sydney North Blue Award. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry Roberts, Caringbah Selective High School in the sport of hockey. Harry cannot be with us today, and his award will be collected by Mr. Bruce Riley, Sydney East Sports Coordination Officer. In 2019, Harry's leadership was demonstrated at the CHS Hockey Championships held in Albury, where he successfully led the Sydney East team to a place in the final. He was subsequently named Player of the Tournament and was selected in the CHS team to play at the New South Wales All Schools Tri-Series Tournament. At the association level, Harry has had great success, gaining selection in the Hockey New South Wales Under-18 Blues team and the Hockey New South Wales Under-21 men's squad. Harry is a versatile athlete who has represented Caringbah High School also in tennis. We would ask Bruce that he please pass on our congratulations to Harry.
Hayley Sanderson from Engadine High School has received a blue in the sport of gymnastics. At the 2019 CHS Gymnastics Championships, Hayley was placed first overall, equal first in rope, first in ball and ribbon and second in clubs for Division A. Competing at the 2019 State Championships in the Junior International Level Division, she was placed third in rope and fifth overall. From this competition, she was selected in the New South Wales team, who were placed second at the National Championships. This year, Hayley has been selected in the 2019-2020 High Performance Squad, which is training for the 2022 Commonwealth Games and 2024 Olympics. She was also named the 2019 Sutherland Shire Gymnastics Club Rhythmic Gymnast of the Year. Well done, Hayley.
From the Hills Sports High School for the sport of football, we have Holly Williams. In 2019, Holly is represented at all levels of school football with distinction, starting with Sydney West School Sports Association, the CHS First, and finally the New South Wales All Schools team that competed at the School Sport Australia Championships. Holly's performances at the National Championships were outstanding, where she played a significant role in the New South Wales team, remaining undefeated for the tournament. At the conclusion of the championships, she was honoured by being named in the School Sport Australia team. Holly has also been an integral member of the Sydney West football team, who have been state champions 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019. Congratulations, Holly.
Hoonah Verma from Sydney Boys High School has received a blue in the sport of cricket. He's not with us today, sorry, and he's competing in the Australian Under-19 Years Cricket Championships in Perth, and his award will be collected by fellow Sydney High School student Samuel Yu. Hoonah represented the Sydney East region at the 2018 CHS Cricket Championships. He was the outstanding fast bowler of the championships, collecting 11 wickets, which was instrumental in his region winning the championships. He was the leading wicket taker and was selected in the CHS First 11. At the 2019 New South Wales Schoolboys Championships, he was named the bowler of the championships, and his spell of 4 for 22 against the New South Wales Combined Catholic Colleges ensured a victory for CHS. Hoonah has also represented Cricket New South Wales in the Under-19 Years team at the Australian Championships. Samuel, can you please pass on our congratulations?
Our next recipient, Isabel Gomez from Westfield Sports High School in the sport of football. Isabel has had a distinguished career in schoolgirls football in New South Wales. She has represented the Sydney South West School Sports Association for 2 years and achieved New South Wales Combined High Schools and New South Wales All Schools selection in each of these years. In 2018 and 2019, following excellent performances at the School Sport Australia Championships, Isabel gained selection in the Australian schoolgirls team. Isabel has been an outstanding representative for Westfield Sports High School also, where she's been an integral member of the 2017 Bill Turner Trophy Cup winning team and an outstanding player in consecutive CHS Puma Trophy knockout titles won by Westfields in 2018 and 2019. Congratulations, Isabel.
In the sport of softball from Wyong High School, Isabelle Hanna has received a blue. In 2018 and 2019, Isabel has represented Wyong High School and the Sydney North softball teams. In 2018 and 2019, she was selected in the CHS team and the New South Wales All Schools softball team that competed at the School Sport Australia Championships. In 2019, Isabel was also named in the School Sport Australia Merit Team. At the association level, Isabel has represented New South Wales at under 17 years and under 19 years levels, and in 2019 she was a member of the Australian under 19 years World Cup team that competed in the World Championships held in the USA. Congratulations, Isabel.
Our next recipient, Jackson Topine from East Hills Boys High School in the sport of rugby league, unfortunately cannot be with us today, and for apologies to the West Tigers fans, but he is at a training camp for the Bulldogs. His award will be collected by his sister, Sydney. In 2018 and 2019, Jackson was selected in the Sydney Gold team that played at the CHS Rugby League trials. In 2019, his consistent play was rewarded with selection in the CHS 18 years team. At the 2019 Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships, Jackson's excellent play and outstanding attitude earned him selection as captain of the Australian Schoolboys Rugby League team that convincingly won the Test series against the New Zealand Schoolboys. Jackson looks to have a bright future in the NRL as he has already represented the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs in the Harold Matthews, SG Ball and Jersey Flag competitions. Please pass on our congratulations to Jackson.
First of all, could I thank both Jackie and Nerida for doing those readings, and also thank Rhiannon for making the presentations. And if Liz would like to come up to the stage and just make a small presentation to Rhiannon on our behalf. And ladies and gentlemen, would you thank Rhiannon for being with us this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll move on to our next set of presentations. And could I invite Murat back to the stage, please, and invite our speakers, Gavin Holborn and Sue Milford, to come forward to do the readings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Grant. And our first one in this second section is actually for two separate blues. So I'd like to welcome to the stage James Olsen Keating from Sydney Secondary College, Blackwattle Bay, who's receiving blues in both triathlon and cross country. James is an elite athlete who has excelled in the sports of triathlon and cross country. In 2019, James won gold in the New South Wales All Schools Triathlon Championships and was placed third at the School Sport Australia Triathlon Championships. At the 2019 Cross Country Championships, James was the 17 years boys 6,000 metres and New South Wales All Schools champion, and at the School Sport Australia Championship he was placed fifth in the 18 years 3,000 metre time trial event. James is also an exceptional track athlete who placed third in the 1,500 metres and fourth in the 3,000 metres at the 2019 CHS Athletics Championships. Congratulations, James.
Our next recipient is James J McGowan from Sylvania High School in the sport of football. After being named the player of the final for Sydney East at the 2019 CHS Championships, Jay was selected as a member of the CHS first team that contested the New South Wales All Schools Football Championships. Jay dominated all the All Schools Championships and was one of the first selected for the New South Wales All Schools team, which took home gold in the National Football Exchange. In 2018, Jay was called as a late replacement in the Australian schoolboys team, and in 2019 was once again selected in the Australian schools team that will tour the UK in January 2020. Congratulations, Jay.
Jayla Hancock Cameron from Aruya High School in the sport of athletics. At the 2019 CHS Athletics Championships, Jayla won the 800 metres for the fourth straight year. She also won the 1500 metres for the third straight year and finished the championships with gold in the 17 years 1500 metres. As a result of her outstanding 1500 metre run, Jayla was awarded the New South Wales GSSSA trophy. In 2018, Jayla won the 800 metres and 1500 metre double at the New South Wales All Schools Championships, and in 2017 won these events at the Australian All Schools Championships. Jayla is a versatile athlete who won the 2019 Australian All Schools Cross Country Championship and has won the New South Wales All Schools Championship for the past 3 years. Well done, Jayla.
Jaylen Ray from Narrabeen Sports High School in the sport of baseball. In 2019, Jaylen was selected in the CHS team that played at the New South Wales All Schools Baseball Trials. His performances at the All Schools were outstanding, and he was selected in the New South Wales team that played at the School Sport Australia Championships. Selected as co-captain of the New South Wales team, his excellent leadership skills at the National Championships were rewarded with the selection in the Australian All-Star team and the Australian Schoolboys Invitational team. Jaylen has also had great success at association level, being a member of the Australian under-18 years team that played at the 2019 World Baseball Championships. Congratulations, Jaylen.
Geoffrey Guan from Endeavour Sports High School in the sport of golf. Unfortunately, Geoffrey can't be with us tonight, so I'd like to call upon his principal, Mr James Kozlowski, to accept his award. In 2019, Geoffrey represented the New South Wales All Schools golf team that competed at the School Sport Australia Championships. Geoffrey's performances at the National Championships were outstanding, and he was crowned the School Sport Australia Stroke Play Champion. These performances were rewarded with selection in the 2019 School Sport Australia Golf Honour Team. At the association level, Geoffrey is a member of the New South Wales Golf High Performance Team, and James, we'd like to see if you could thank Geoffrey for us on our behalf.
Jeremy Belcher from Narara Valley High School in the sport of touch football. Jeremy cannot be with us today. His award will be collected by his father, Tony Belcher. Jeremy is a highly valued member of the CHS touch football fraternity. In 2019, he was a member of the Sydney North team that were runners-up at the CHS Touch Football Championships. His leadership qualities and outstanding play were rewarded with selection as captain of the CHS team that played at the National Youth Touch Championships. At the National Championships, he was an excellent leader who inspired his team to win gold and the title of National Champions. Jeremy has also been an outstanding player at school level, leading the Narara Valley High School team to second place in the 2019 CHS Touch Football Knockout Championships. If you could please congratulate Jeremy for us.
I'd like to call on Kai Van Kool from Pittwater High School in the sport of swimming. At the 2019 CHS Swimming Championships, Kai was one of the outstanding performers. This followed on from excellent performances at the Sydney North, CHS and New South Wales All Schools Championships over many years. Representing New South Wales at the School Sport Australia Swimming Championships, Kai's performances were outstanding in winning the 50 metres, 100 metres and 200 metre backstroke. Kai has been the Pittwater High School Swimming Age Champion from 2014 to 2019. At the Warringah Zone, Kai holds the record for the 14 years, 15 years and 17 years 100 metre backstroke events. He has also received the Pittwater High School Sportsperson of the Year award on 2 occasions. Well done, Kai.
Kimberly O'Donnell from Bundarra Central School in the sport of touch football. Kimberly cannot be with us today as she's competing at the New South Wales Touch Football State Cup. Her award will be collected by Kelly Lawson, CHS Touch Football Convener. Kimberly has represented the CHS Touch Football team at the National Youth Championships for the last 2 years. Over the past 5 years, Kimberly has been selected in the CHS 15 Years team, the New South Wales All Schools 15 Years team, and the CHS Opens Touch Football team. In 2019, Kimberly's commitment to the touch program was recognised when she was awarded the Tracy Bills Medal, awarded to the player who has demonstrated outstanding commitment in all areas to the CHS Touch Football program. If we can ask Kelly to congratulate Kimberly, please.
Lachlan Jones from Dubbo College Senior Campus in the sport of golf. Unfortunately, Lachlan can't be with us today. He's actually interstate, competing in a golf tournament, and his award would be collected by the CHS Golf and CHS Vice President, Mark Skeen. In 2019, Lachlan captained the New South Wales All Schools team that contested the School Sport Australia Golf Championships. And at the National Championships, Lachlan shot rounds of 71 and 68 in the Stroke Play Championships to finish in 3rd place. This result was one of the performances that were instrumental in the New South Wales boys team winning the National Championships. His leadership and consistent performances at the championships were rewarded with selection in the School Sport Australia Golf Honour Team. Mark, we'd ask you to pass out our congratulations.
Leah Passini from Camden Haven High School in the sport of tennis. In 2019, Leah won the CHS Open Girls Singles Championships. Selected to represent CHS at the JCA Pizzey Cup trials, she remained undefeated and was selected as the number 2 ranked player in the New South Wales All Schools team that competed at the School Sport Australia Tennis Championships. At the National Championships, she played outstanding tennis to reach the semi-finals of the School Sport Australia Girls Single Championship. Her consistent performances throughout the week played a major role in the New South Wales team finishing a close second to Queensland in the National Championships. Leah's outstanding efforts were rewarded when she was named in the 2019 School Sport Australia Tennis Merit Team. Congratulations, Leah.
Lauren Woods from the Hills Sports High School in the sport of netball. In 2019, Lauren represented New South Wales Combined High Schools at the New South Wales All Schools Netball Championships, where the team remained undefeated in winning the championships. She also represented the Open team in 2017 and 2018. Her dominant play was instrumental in CHS winning the championship, and she was subsequently rewarded with selection in the New South Wales All Schools Merit Team. Lauren also has an outstanding record at association netball. She has played 50 games for the GWS Fury, who were the 2019 minor premiers. She has also represented New South Wales netball at the under-19 years National Championships, where her team finished in 2nd place. Congratulations, Lauren.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you thank Murat for being here today and for making those presentations? He's probably heading off to Tigers training now. They probably need all the help they can get. Before we proceed any further, could I acknowledge 3 people who have made or contributed to the success of this afternoon? Could I please ask Tom Holborn, George Lane and Samuel Wright-Smith to come forward, and they're going to make presentations to the CHS Administration Manager, Liz Henson, the CHS Administration Officer, James Brennan, and Holly Wilson, who's put together the fantastic PowerPoint display we've seen this afternoon. So if you'd like to put your hands together for those people and our presenters, it'd be very much appreciated. So ladies and gentlemen, could I re-invite Gavin and Sue to the stage to read our final group of recipients and invite the President of the New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association, Simon Warren, to the stage to make the presentations. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Liam Squires from Warners Bay High School in the sport of touch football. Liam cannot be with us today as he's competing at the New South Wales Touch Football State Cup, and his award will be collected by Mr Travis Karuna, the teacher from Warners Bay High School. Liam has played a pivotal role in the New South Wales CHS touch football program in 2018 and 2019. Selected in the New South Wales CHS team that played at the National Youth Touch Championships, his consistent play was a major factor in New South Wales winning the national championship. At the regional level, Liam has represented the Hunter Touch football team from 2016 to 2019 at the CHS Touch Football State Championships. If you could pass on the congratulations to Liam, please.
Liana Smith from Westfield Sports High School in the sport of hockey. Liana cannot be with us today either, as her award will be collected by Westfield Sports High School Principal, Mr Andrew Rogers. Liana was an integral member of the New South Wales All Schools hockey team that competed at the School Sport Australia Hockey Championships in 2016 and 2017. Her outstanding performances at the National Championships were rewarded with selection in the 2017 School Sport Australia hockey team. In 2018 and 2019, Liana was selected in the CHS Open team that played in the New South Wales All Schools Tri-Series competition. Once again, consistent performances at this championship were rewarded with selection in the New South Wales All Schools Hockey Merit Team. At association level, Liana was selected in the 2019 Under-18 Years team and the New South Wales Under-21 Years squad. Please pass on our congratulations to Liana.
In the sport of cross country, Lily McElligott from Northern Beaches Secondary College Freshwater Campus. Unfortunately, Lily cannot be with us today, and her award will be collected by her school principal, Frank Pickard. In 2019, Lily was the 18 years 6,000 metre combined high schools cross country champion, and in the same event was placed second in the New South Wales All Schools Championship. Selected to represent New South Wales at the School Sport Australia Cross Country Championships, she was placed an impressive 23rd in an extremely strong field in the under 20 years event. At the National Championships, Lily was also gained a bronze medal in the teams event, and 2 days later earned a silver medal in the under 20 years 5 by 2,000 metre relay. If we could ask that the congratulations be passed on to Lily.
Mark Focus from Kingsgrove High School in the sport of athletics. At the 2019 CHS Athletics Championships, Mark won 3 gold medals in the 400 metre hurdles, 110 metre hurdles and the 400 metres. He also finished with a silver medal in the 100 metres. This was the 3rd straight year that Mark has won gold in the 400 metres, in the 400 metre hurdles, and he is still the current CHS record holder for the 16 years 400 metre hurdles. Mark has finished his CHS athletics career with 10 gold and 3 silver medals over the past 5 years, which is an exceptional performance. Mark's winning ways continued at the New South Wales All Schools Championships, where he claimed gold in the 19 years 400 metre hurdles event. Well done, Mark.
Matisse Trisley from Maxville High School in the sport of touch football. Matisse cannot be with us today as she is competing at the New South Wales Touch Football State Cup. Her award will be collected by Kelly Lawson, the touch football convener. Matisse has played for the CHS, New South Wales All Schools and CHS Open Touch football teams over the past 5 years. From 2017 to 2019, she represented CHS at the National Youth Championships, being a member of the winning team in 2017. At the regional level, Matisse has played for the North Coast touch football teams in the 15 years and Open divisions. During this time, she's captained the North Coast team on 5 occasions. She is a very versatile athlete who has represented Maxville High School in swimming, athletics, netball, rugby sevens, touch football and cross country. We congratulate Matisse and ask Kelly to pass on the congratulations to her.
Maya Geros from the Northern Beaches Secondary College Freshwater Campus in the sport of softball. Maya unfortunately can't be with us either, and her award would be collected by her school principal, Mr Frank Pickard. In 2019, Maya was selected for the CHS softball team, having previously represented CHS in 2018. In 2019, she was named captain of the New South Wales All-Schools team that competed at the School Sport Australia Softball Championships. At the National Championships, Maya has an outstanding record, being named in the School Sport Australia Merit Team in 2018 and 2019. At association level, she has represented New South Wales at the under 17 years and under 19 years levels, and was a member of the Australian under 19 years team that competed in the 2019 Softball World Cup held in the USA. Please pass on our congratulations to Maya.
Nick Burrows from Denison College Bathurst campus in the sport of cricket. Nick cannot be with us today as he's competing at the Under 19 Years Cricket Australia Championships in Perth. His award will be collected by his teacher, Mr. Paul Abbott. In 2019, Nick captained the CHS second 11 at the New South Wales Schoolboys Championships, where he displayed great skill with bat and ball in wins over the combined Catholic colleges and the combined associated schools. He was then selected to play against Queensland, scoring 66 runs and taking 5 wickets for 1 run. Nick's outstanding leadership skills and excellent displays with the bat and ball saw him honoured as captain of the CHS cricket team that toured the United Kingdom in June and July this year. If we could ask Paul to pass on our congratulations.
Jordan Gregory from Hurston Agricultural High School in the sport of touch football as an official. From 2017 to 2019, Jordan has refereed touch football for the Sydney South West region and the New South Wales Combined High Schools. He has represented the New South Wales All Schools as a touch football referee at the School Sport Australia and the Pacific School Games Touch Football Championships. Jordan is also an outstanding touch football player, representing Sydney South West under 15 years team for 3 years from 2014 to 2016 and captaining the team in 2016. He has also represented the 18 years team from 2015 to 2019, again captaining the team in 2018 and 2019. Jordan has also represented his school in basketball, cricket, touch, AFL and soccer. Well done, Jordan.
Raymond Murphy from Deniliquin High School in the sport of Australian football. Unfortunately, Raymond cannot be with us today and his award will be collected by Kelly Lawson from the Riverina School Sports Association. In 2019, Raymond captained the Riverina South 15 Years AFL team to a gold medal at the New South Wales All Schools AFL Championships. His leadership and outstanding play were rewarded when he was selected in the CHS Merit team and the New South Wales All Schools team. Representing New South Wales at the School Sport Australia AFL Championships, once again his leadership and outstanding play were rewarded when the national selectors named him in the 2019 School Sport Australia Merit team. Raymond is also an excellent basketball player who has represented the Deniliquin High School 15 Years basketball team. If we could pass on congratulations to Raymond.
Rebecca Dallinger from Narrabeen Sports High School in the sport of basketball. Rebecca has achieved a high level of success in her CHS basketball career. In 2019, Rebecca represented the Sydney North basketball team at the Combined High Schools Basketball Championships, where she was named the Championship MVP. She was an automatic selection for the CHS team, then competed at the New South Wales All Schools Basketball Selection Trials. At the All Schools Trials, her dominance of the court was recognised with her selection in the New South Wales All Schools basketball team that competed at the School Sport Australia Basketball Championships. At the school level, Rebecca has been honoured with captaincy of the Narrabeen Sports High Open basketball team. Congratulations, Rebecca.
Sally Shockery from Castle Hill High School in the sport of athletics. Sally cannot be with us today as she's competing at the Australian All Schools Track and Field Championships in Perth. Her award will be collected by Castle Hill High School sports organiser Terry Canistis. At the 2019 CHS Athletics Championships, Sally was crowned the 17 years champion in both discus and shot put. These victories capped off an outstanding CHS career for Sally, where she finished with 8 gold medals and a bronze medal. In the discus, Sally was undefeated in this event throughout her high school career. Sally successfully transitioned into open age events this year, winning gold in the discus at the New South Wales Open Track and Field Championships. At the 2019 Australian Championships, Sally had further success, being placed second in the 18 years discus, fourth in the 20 years discus, and sixth in the open age discus. A wonderful result if we can pass our congratulations to Sally.
Sam Harrison from Billabong High School in the sport of bowls. Sam cannot be with us today, and his award will be collected by Margot Brissenden from Riverina School Sport. Sam has displayed outstanding leadership and talent in the sport of bowls at the Australian, New South Wales and Riverina School Sports Association levels. Sam's performances at the 2019 CHS Bowls Championships held at Baddo Bay were rewarded with his selection in the New South Wales Combined High Schools team for the Australian School Super Series held on the Gold Coast. Sam played an integral part in the New South Wales side becoming the Australian champions, and he actually played the winning shot with the last bowl of the final against Queensland. An excellent player to have in your team when the pressure is on. Please pass on our congratulations to Sam.
Samuel Wright Smith from Shoalhaven High School in the sport of hockey. In 2019, Samuel was selected in the CHS Open team and the New South Wales All Schools team that competed at the School Sport Australia Hockey Championships. Representing the New South Wales All Schools team at the 2019 National Championships, Samuel's outstanding hockey prowess saw him selected in the School Sport Australia Merit team. Representing the Open Age team at the New South Wales All Schools Hockey Tri-Series, he was named in the New South Wales All Schools Merit team. Samuel has also had great success at the association level. In 2019, he was a member of the New South Wales Under-18 Years team that competed at the Australian Hockey Championships. Congratulations, Samuel.
Samuel Yu from Sydney Boys High School in the sport of volleyball. Samuel was the inspirational captain of the 2019 CHS Open volleyball team, who were runners-up at the New South Wales All Schools Championships. He was also captain of the 2019 Sydney East volleyball team that were runners-up at the CHS Volleyball Championships. At school level, Samuel was captain of the Sydney Boys High School volleyball team, who were the 2019 Sydney East champions and the GPS champions. Sydney Boys also won the New South Wales Volleyball Schools Cup and the CHS Volleyball State Knockout Competition, where he was named the tournament MVP. In 2018, Sydney East awarded him a volleyball blue to recognise his outstanding contributions to Sydney East school sport. Congratulations, Samuel.
Tom Holborn from Nepean Creative and Performing Arts High School in the sport of bowls. Tom has represented the CHS Bowls team for the past 4 years, being named as captain for the past 2 years. At the Australian Schools Super Series held on the Gold Coast, Tom not only led by example, but his consistent performances at the tournament played an instrumental part in New South Wales retaining the Australian Championship. At the conclusion of the Super Series, his excellent all-round game was rewarded with selection in the Australian Schools Merit side. Tom has represented Nepean High School in several sports, and in his chosen sport of bowls, he has also represented Sydney West School Sport Association. Congratulations, Tom.
Tyson Mush from Murray High School in the sport of water polo. Tyson has played in the Riverina water polo team since 2016, where his superior strength and game skills have made him an outstanding asset to his team. Tyson has been a member of the CHS water polo team for 3 years. On the 2019 tour of Canada and the USA, he was an integral team member in both attack and defence, scoring some exceptional goals at centre forward. In 2019, Tyson was also a member of the CHS team that competed at the Australian Secondary Schools Water Polo Championships. He was once again one of the standout players and was rewarded with selection in the Australian All Schools team. Well done, Tyson.
Vanya Carmenjas from Eldersley High School in the sport of swimming. Vanya cannot be with us today. His award will be collected by Jean Duma, the CHS swimming convener. Vanya has competed at the CHS New South Wales All Schools and School Sport Australia Swimming Championships with great success over many years. In 2019, he came first in CHS 17 years 50 metre and 100 metre butterfly and fourth in the 50 metre and 100 metre freestyle. At the 2019 School Sport Australia Championships, he came first in the 17 years 50 metre butterfly and first in the 100 metre butterfly. In previous years, Vanya has represented New South Wales at the 2015 and 2017 Pacific School Games and the 2016 School Sport Australia Swimming Championships. Vanya is a versatile athlete who has also competed at CHS Athletics Championships from 2014 until 2016. If we ask Jean to pass on our congratulations.
Zach Hanrahan from West Wyalong High School in the sport of Australian football. Unfortunately, Zach cannot be with us today. He's actually competing in an AFL tournament in Europe. So we'd once again like to call on Margot Brissenden, our Riverina School Sport representative. Zach captained the 2019 Riverina team at the New South Wales All Schools Championships, where he earned selection in both the CHS Merit team and the New South Wales All Schools team. Representing New South Wales at the 2019 School Sport Australia Championships, Zach was rated in the top 3 players for every game and was an automatic selection in the School Sport Australia Merit side. In 2019, Zach was the West Wyalong School 15 years age champion in athletics and was selected in the West Wyalong Open basketball team, which finished 6th in the CHS basketball knockout competition. Please pass on our congratulations to Zach.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a conclusion the presentations for the 2019 New South Wales Combined High Schools Sports Association Blues recipients. Would you once again thank Simon, Gavin and Sue for doing the presentations and reading the citations. We now come to the first of the 4 major awards we will present this afternoon. The first of those being the Sydney Markets Sports Scholarships. And could I ask Ms Shirlene Blom from Sydney Markets to come to the stage to make the presentations, and also ask Nerida Noble to come up and read the citations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sydney Markets Scholarship is awarded to 1 male and 1 female recipient each year from Year 11 or below. Each recipient receives a year's supply of fruit and vegetables and a $1,500 grant from Sydney Markets to assist them with their sporting endeavours. In 2019, the winner of the Sydney Markets Scholarship female is Charlie Brown from Northern Beaches Secondary College, Macella campus. Charlie Brown of Northern Beaches Secondary College, Macella Girls Campus, is an enthusiastic young woman who shows commitment and dedication to her chosen sport while maintaining her senior studies. Charlie has competed at school, zone, association, New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association, New South Wales All Schools and School Sport Australia Championships with pride, displaying good sportsmanship and being a valuable and exceptional team member. Charlie's performances at the School Sport Australian Championships this year were outstanding. She won gold in the 17 to 19 years 100 metres freestyle, 200 metres freestyle, 400 metres freestyle, 100 metres backstroke, 200 metres individual medley, 400 metres individual medley, and placed 3rd in the 50 metres butterfly and 50 metre freestyle events. Charlie's commitment to her sporting and academic endeavours is complemented by her genuine care and concern for others. Charlie is a wonderful team leader who is always supportive and encouraging as she mentors younger team members. Charlie Brown is a very worthy recipient of a New South Wales Combined High Schools Blue in the sport of swimming and the Sydney Markets Award. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, the winner of the Sydney Market Scholarship Male Award is Anthony Lewsome from Cardiff High School. Anthony Lewsome of Cardiff High School is a proud school sport representative and leader. He has taken on many challenges and opportunities within the school sports structure and strives to lead others in doing the same. Anthony is the recently elected school captain at Cardiff High School, who has excelled in his chosen sports of trampolining and diving, and has officiated at the highest level in School Sport Australia hockey. In 2019, Anthony achieved third place in the 17 years boys springboard at the New South Wales Combined High Schools Diving Championships. He went on to represent New South Wales CHS at the New South Wales All Schools Diving Trials. At the 2019 New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association Trampoline Championships, he won the 17 years boys trampoline, 17 boys double mini trampoline, 17 years boys single mini trampoline and the tumbling events. He was fourth place overall in the Champion of Champions event. Anthony has also officiated as a student umpire at the 2019 School Sport Australia 12 Years Hockey Championships. Anthony is a true leader in his sport. He started the sport of trampoline in Year 7 with minimal natural ability but a real desire to learn. His school sports success has been built on perseverance, opportunity and school sport values. Now in a leadership position at school, he will undoubtedly lead others to the same experiences. Anthony is a thoroughly deserving recipient of this prestigious award. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you thank Nerida and Shirlene for making those presentations, and once again congratulate Charlie and Anthony on their awards. We now move on to our two final major awards, and these are presented to the recipients who have been deemed to be the most outstanding performers for the New South Wales Combined High Schools in 2019. We'll ask Margot Brissenden, CHS Life member, to come forward onto the stage to make the presentation for the Betty Bowen Memorial Award, which is presented to the most outstanding female athlete in CHS, and ask Mrs. Jackie Charlton to come forward to read the citation. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Margot and Jackie to the stage?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Betty Bowen Memorial Award is for the Outstanding Female Representative in 2019. The award is named after Mrs. Betty Bowen, the President of the New South Wales Girls Secondary Schools Sports Association from 1969 to 1974. During her time as President, she made tremendous contribution to girls' sport. The award is made in memory of Mrs. Bowen, who died suddenly whilst holidaying in London in 1976. It is a great pleasure and pride that I announce the 2019 winner, Jayla Hancock Cameron from Maria High School in the sport of swimming. Jayla is an outstanding student who competes at the highest level, always exhibiting great sportsmanship, commitment and leadership skills. In 2019 at the zone and regional levels, Jayla won the 800, 1500 and 3000 metre events. At the 2019 CHS Athletics Championships, Jayla continued this gold medal winning streak with first place in the 800 for the fourth successive year. She also won gold in the 1500 for the third successive year and finished with the champions with gold in the 17 years 1500. Her win in the 1500 saw her awarded the GSSA trophy, which is presented to the winner of the girls' 17 years 1500 metres. In 2018, Jayla also stamped her authority as the premier 800 metre and 1500 metre runner for her age in New South Wales and Australia by winning the double at the New South Wales All Schools Athletics Championships. She also claimed this double at the 2017 Australian All Schools Track and Field Championships. Jayla is an extremely versatile athlete who was the 2019 Australian All Schools Cross Country Champion. She has also been the New South Wales All Schools Cross Country Champion for the past 3 years. Jayla is an exceptionally talented young woman who is a highly respected role model within her school and the athletics community. Jayla Hancock Cameron is the outstanding recipient of the Betty Bowen Memorial Award for 2019.
While I'm inviting Simon Warren to the stage to make the presentation to the Val Lembert Award for the most outstanding male, could you put your hands together once again for Margot and Joe? Congratulations.
The Val Lambert Trophy is named after the former president of the New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association. Val was the president from 1976 to 1983, during which time the Girls Secondary School Sports Association and the Boys Association combined to form the present New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association. From 1993 till 2007, Val continued his association with CHS, acting as the honorary engraver. Val passed away in January 2008. In his honour, this award is given to James Olsen Keating from Sydney Secondary College, Blackwattle Bay, in the sports of cross country and triathlon. James is an outstanding ambassador for school sport who has represented the New South Wales Combined High School Sports Association with distinction for the past 4 years. In 2019, James won school, zone, region, combined high schools and New South Wales All Schools Cross Country Championships. His gold medal at the All Schools secured him a place in the New South Wales team that competed at the School Sport Australia Cross Championships. His excellent performances at the National Championships were a major factor in New South Wales winning the individual, relay and aggregate point score trophies. James won the 2019 Combined High Schools and New South Wales All Schools Triathlon Championships, gaining selection in the New South Wales team that competed at the School Sport Australia Championships, where he placed an excellent third in a very strong field. At the 2019 CHS Athletics Championships, James once again achieved excellent results, placing third in the 1500 and fourth in the 3000 metre. James is an outstanding member of the school community, where he is actively involved in the School Representative Council program. His ability to display sporting excellence has seen him become an outstanding role model within the school, where he willingly assists with the development of younger athletes and students. In 2019, James Olsen Keating is the outstanding recipient of the Val Lambert Memorial Trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Jackie, and congratulations to James. Could you once again put your hands together for Jackie and James? I now invite Simon to the microphone to present a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Grant, and thanks everybody. You'll thankfully know that this is pretty much the last speech of the day, so thank you. I always feel overwhelmed when I stand up here and see the calibre of the students, and also I think when you look at the quality of people that come back. So 2 years ago, Ian Thorpe was here. Last year, Jessica Fox, the world champion canoeist, and now this year, Rhiannon Flint, the world champion cliff diver. And I think it's just incredible. It's a tough act to follow, but it's just incredible, the quality, and I guess all I can do is thank those people for coming back. So could you join me in thanking Rhiannon again today? I guess also what I would say to you all is when you hear someone rings up in the future, in the next 5 or 10 years, and you're a Commonwealth Games or an Olympic Games champion or a world champion, and you've forgotten who we are, hopefully you'll dust off the medals or you'll dust off the program, and you'll remember this day. And I would hope at the end of the day that you get a photo with Rhiannon and cherish the moments, because it is very, very special. And to you, the students, you are a very, very select few of over 150,000 kids that have represented this year. So I often think you get to award ceremonies like this and don't realise the absolute magnitude of what you've achieved. We only ever give out a maximum of 2 blues per sport per sex every year, and even then we don't give 2 every year. So you have to be of the absolute highest calibre sports person, but role model and mentor in the school. So always keep that in the back of your mind. I think that's so, so special. And I think of Charlie Brown, who I've known since, primary school days of knowing swimming. And this year at CHS Swimming, we asked a little girl, getting all emotional, a little girl who was in year 7, who's your hero? And she said Charlie Brown. So I thought, that's just amazing what we've got in our system. I think I'm tired. It's been a long year. To all of our conveners, managers, obviously all of the people that work at the sports unit, thank you so much for the year. Obviously my job is based in the school, and the sports unit, Grant Parker and everybody have done such an amazing job, and they run that unit running all of the sports. And to all of the sports coordination officers, those 10 regions that you've got in your areas, all of their magnificent work that they do to be able to administer sport and get sport down to be available for you guys at school. So obviously some of them are in the room today, the classroom teachers who are here today collecting awards, because it is some of the most proudest moments for us as teachers as well. To all of the sponsors, we extend our gratitude. Certainly, we get some funding from the government, but nowhere near as much as we would like. And without sponsors like Sydney Markets and Teachers Mutual Bank, we would be nowhere near the quality association that we are today. In closing, I don't want to speak for too long, but what I would like to do is thank Jackie Patrick, our Executive Officer, and I'd ask her to come forward. She's put this on with Liz Henson in the background here, logistically getting everything organised. So could you please join with me in congratulating me? Finally is, would you like, I better shake her hand. No. Well, she works for me, it's okay. Jackie, come on. Just in closing, thanks to everybody for attending today. Obviously, safe travels and have a lovely Christmas. To those continuing on in school next year, good luck if it's Year 12. And for those of you, some of you, Year 11 and even less. And for those who have completed Year 12, we wish you the very best of luck. The ATAR and the HSC is just a number. And like I say to all of the students at my school, 2 weeks later, no one will ever ask you your ATAR again, and no one will even remember what you've done. You just grow and continue on, and I wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. In closing, I'd just like to make a number of brief remarks. Firstly, could I reiterate Simon's remarks and make a special thanks to all the parents, family members and supporters for your attendance this afternoon. It makes the day a very special event. And as I say when I go to combined high schools events, school sport doesn't exist because obviously just of teachers and the education system. School sport in the public education system exists because of parents who give of their time freely to travel with the kids, take the kids to training. So you might put your hands together, recipients, for your parents who've done a great job for you. To the recipients, now I'm not a mathematician, but someone can work this out later. In New South Wales government schools in 2019, in the secondary sector, there were 316,827 students. Well, that was as the census in February, so there might be a few more or a few less. So today we've chosen 60 students to be honoured with a CHS Blue. And as I said, I'm not a mathematician, but you guys can go and work that percentage. It's pretty good. So well done, guys. You've done very, very well. And finally, could I thank the Blues Committee under the auspicious leadership of Jackie for putting on this afternoon, and thank all the members of the Combined High Schools Council for the work that you do in providing opportunity for the students in our public schools. Now, we have a couple of things that logistically can be challenging. The first is that we would like the Blues recipients to move out first, because the event management are going to escort you to the northern end of the stadium for the group photo. The parents may follow immediately afterwards. And you are all invited for afternoon tea immediately outside this door in the Boulevard Lounge. So as Simon said, well done. To those students that have left school, good luck in your future professions. Don't forget about playing sport. To the ones in Year 11, be role models in your school and give back to your fellow students what you've learned in your time at your school. And all I've got to say is safe journeys home and have an enjoyable holiday season. Thank you.